1937 at Griffith Stadium, Washington. Babe Ruth is now retired with his wife Claire. J. Edgar Hoover in the stands. Starting pitchers are Lefty Gomez and Dizzy Dean.
Well, they have a lot of great pitchers in the world today, and I would class myself best in the National League as a right-hander, and they have a lot of good right-handers in the American League also.
President Roosevelt throws out the first ball. In the third inning, Joe DiMaggio singles off Dizzy Dean. Next up, Lou Gehrig then slams Dean's fastball out of the park to give the American League a 2-0 lead. That home run starts the American League on its way to an 8-3 victory. 1936 at Braves Field. Lefty Grove and Dizzy Dean are the starting pitchers. Off Lefty Grove in the second inning, Gabby Hartnett's fly ball is dropped by Joe DiMaggio, resulting in a triple, and a run scores. This helps the National League to a 2-0 lead. With 2 outs in the ninth, Cubs second baseman Billy Herman makes the final put out of the game to give the National League a 4-3 victory.
With 2 out, that left it up to Goose Goslin, and he gave the Cubs the bird with a solid single to right, and a delirious Cochran scampered home with a winning run, and the Detroit Tigers had won their first modern world championship.
Nassau pitches, Williams swings, there's a high drive, going deep, deep, it is a home run against the tip top of the right field stand. A tremendous home run that brought in 3 runs and turned what looked to be a National League win into an American League 7-.
Dickey is the batter. He hits the first pitch and drives the ball over the right field pavilion roof for a home run. It's bad news for the Cardinals. Keller scores ahead of Dickey, and the Yankees lead 2-0.
McHale batting for Webb, pops to Livingston, ending the game and putting the Cubs up on the Tigers 2-1. In one of the most brilliant pitching performances in World Series history, the Cubs' Claude Passaw defeated the Tigers 3-0 before a crowd of 55,500 spectators with a one-hit performance that was equaled only once before in World Series play. And here we are in the 9th and final inning of the last World Series game of 1945. Hughes singles off Newhouser. McCullough came to bat for the pitcher, Wise, but he became Newhouser's 10th strikeout victim of the game. Hack flied to Kramer in center field for the second out, and when Don Johnson forced Hughes at second, the Detroit Tigers became the 1945 champions of the baseball world. After losing his opening assignment, Newhouser captured his second victory of the series, a highly important one. The Tigers had the batting punch and pitching strength to win. The capacity crowds lifted the total attendance at all World Series play to more than 8 million. No wonder baseball is called our national game.
President Ed Barrow speaks for the world champions, then stands in awe as Gehrig, visibly too moved to speak, summons the strength for his brief but stirring valedictory. The throng, seemingly aware of some dramatic climax, sees manager Joe McCarthy present a silver trophy, a token of esteem from Gehrig's own teammates. After which the Iron Horse is prevailed upon to step to the microphones for a brief and final word to the crowd.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Derringer in the ninth faces Keller, and the Yankee rookie sends a long fly to right center field. Ivor Goodman, with his back to the wall, barely misses the ball, and Keller, his first World Series game, his freshman year with the Yankees, comes sliding safely into third. Derringer, facing DiMaggio, takes no chances with the home run king, who takes 4 outside pitches for an intentional pass, which brings Derringer face to face with Bill Dickey, and there goes the ball game. as Dickey's drive to center field brings in Keller with a run that gives Red roughing a 2-1 decision, and the New York Yankees the opening game of the series and a spectacular start in their quest for a 4th World Series crown.